Greetings, good morning, and welcome. Hello, fellow refugees from the endless Warhammer wars. It is I, the number one servant of the Emperor, the OGGM, broadcasting live from a small island off the coast of Sigmar with this week's Games Workshop nonsense. Because on Tuesdays, we talk about Games Workshop because not a lot of other people do. Except, of course, the daily jokes about how much money we spend on Games Workshop. And oh boy, we've got a ton of new stuff from Games Workshop since the last time we visited. Huge amount of new information regarding upcoming sets. I only assume it's either post San Diego Comic-Con news or pre-Gen Con news. And they're announcing all their big stuff for the summer and going into the second half of the various storylines that they tell over there. Of course, there's a brand new version of Warhammer 40K. It's already being found. Some people are already posting pictures of finding it in the wild, like at Target and stuff like that. So I'm sure we'll have some news about that. So I don't even know where to begin. We've got so much stuff, but let's take a look and see what's the most interesting and how much we can fit in. So these are all dated from the 23rd. So yeah, look at this. This is all just the last couple days. All right, so let's start with the first one. Badam! Necromunda, behold the Techmite Autoveyor and the squat claim jumper who handles it. Oh, look at the cute little whatever it is. That's not that cute. I thought it was cute at first, but I guess it's some kind of robot that does mining or something. And I don't know what's going on with this dwarf here. That's way too much stuff. That wouldn't work. That he would just fall over. So if you're not familiar with Necromunda, I believe that's the city version of Warhammer, where you fight inside the sort of cyberpunk mega city type stuff. Yes, I don't know. I don't really like this guy. Nothing about him really pops. The robot just is sort of, I don't know. This one doesn't do it for me, but it's a new figure. Got some new Blood Bowl. Got some new teams coming out, looks like. These are all painted by, looks like, Steve Cross. Not a lot of good pictures here, so let's move on. We've got a new set for Necromunda, another new one. These look like elves. With some, oh my God, what is that? I wish I could draw half this good. Some kind of weird rat mutant egg-laying. I don't even know. That's nightmare fuel. We've got some new old world stuff. I think this is the big one, is they're announcing some new stuff for Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer the Old World. So it looks like we got some new troops and some results from the community battles, because the storyline is fought out every quarter, and then the resulting results determines the fate of the next chunk of Warhammer lore. So it looks like we got some paladins and some elves and some other goody two-shoes going up against the usual band of marauding marauders to determine the fate. So yeah, I guess there's been a big con or a bunch of little cons, and that's why we're getting all this news. There's a lot of, storyline battles were fought to determine the fate of the Empire or whatever. It's cool that they do this, I think, over at Warhammer. Would you like do you want intergram filters for your no, nobody wants this, Warhammer. I saw this one. This guy looks good. This is for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. It's another little mini troop. We've got these guys, these sort of ranger hunter dudes. These would be good for any game. You could use them for fantasy as well. We've got doggos. Definitely not enough doggo figures in D&D. This guy's whistling. That's cool. See that? This guy is handling the doggo. Then we got like a little baby crossbow man. Crossbow, super heavy crossbow guy. And the one guy who's got to be different. And he's like, nah, man, I got a spear. And then these come with a new a unit power specific to them. So there we go. We got a new little hunter thing. We got some Space Ranger updates. Looks like they have redone some new stuff for Warhammer 40K with these new bikes And some new vehicles for the Space Rangers. For the new remastered... What the hell is this? No, that wouldn't work. It looks like somebody just took like 3 different toy sets and clicked them together to be like, so it's like some Japanese anime Diaclone Lego Micronaut nonsense. I'm sure I mentioned a couple things there that people recognize. Would this actually work? I would think it would just fall over and it wouldn't be, unless he had another pair to support his weight like Doc Ock does. But so yeah, this sort of a kit bashed Uber armor nonsense for the Space Marines. And then we've got a whole bunch of new stuff for the Space Marines for Warhammer 40K new version, because yes, you have to buy all your figures over again. Here's the librarian. You could use him for D&D. Now that's cool. I mean, the little battle cherub following him under him, that must have taken a lot of work. The amount of detail on this one is really cool. Could you imagine going through D&D with your normal D&D figures, and then somebody just plops this down? You'd be like, ah, crap. This dude's way painted better than we are. We're so doomed. So some new love for Space Rangers for Warhammer 40K 2023. We've got some new starter sets for Warcry. I have played Warcry. It is not bad. I enjoyed it. I lost. Actually, we looked at these already, so I think we've already seen everything we've seen for this week. So that's cool. I would highly recommend, if you want to explore the world of Warhammer, but don't want to make the huge investment, check out one of the starter sets or Warcry. It's sort of like the baby steps into the overly, addictive, expensive world of Warhammer figure painting and figure collecting and army building. Everything you need is in a little teeny box. It's slightly cheaper than investing in a unit. You can play the scenarios out in anywhere between 20 minutes and 2 hours. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy to move. You get everything you need to play, and it's a good way to decide whether Warhammer or Warhammer 40K is an investment you want to make. You're sitting there going, do I want to get into Warhammer, or do I want to pay my mortgage and make sure my kids eat for the year? Warhammer? Real life responsibilities. Oh, I can buy this sort of little middle of the road thing and decide if I actually like Warhammer before I sell my car in order to buy another army. So yeah, I think Warcry and the other one, the other little starter basic sets and starter army games like this are a great way to get into. So if you haven't had a chance to play Warcry and you want to find out about Warhammer, this is the way to do it. But and I think that is everything, because we looked at all these before, even though they're marked the 23rd. I definitely know we looked at these. So, yeah, I kind of wish the pictures were better this week. The main thing when we talk about Warhammer is looking at the paint jobs, but the photography this week is not that great. So there you go, Warhammer people. That's your Warhammer news for this week from the Games Workshop, friends and family. If you appreciate me doing this every Tuesday, it is Tuesday, right? Let me know. If you don't want to see me ever do this again, let me know. Because remember, this is your channel. I want to talk about stuff you guys want to talk about. Till next time, I'm the OGGM, your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news and nonsense. And it is the 25th day of July. It is hazy outside. Time to get back to our regularly scheduled complaining about games. See ya!